Hello, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Joe Flash, and as you can see, I am once again playing Super Smash Bros. Melee for the Nintendo GameCube. Now, if you hadn't seen my videos from yesterday, obviously, I completed the rest of the characters to complete Classic Mode, or basically that's what I got done doing yesterday. I finished Classic Mode in this game with every single character. So that's what I was doing yesterday, and I was doing it the day before yesterday, and I was kind of maybe even doing it a few other days before then too, or maybe the day before the... Well, you get the point, right? So, obviously the first time I played this game on my channel was back in December of 2021 when I got it for Christmas, like later after I got it on Christmas Eve. I decided to play All-Star Mode with every single character, and I did so, and I got it done in less than 2 days, because I quickly kept making videos prior and prior. And then eventually, less than you know it, I decided to eventually do Classic and Adventure Mode, as I said in my first Classic Mode playthrough video with Mario. Because I originally was not going to want to do it. I originally told everybody, I told you guys that I wasn't going to do Classic Mode and Adventure Mode originally when I did All-Star Mode. Why? Because it takes a lot of videos to make, because when I counted the total amount of videos it would take for me to make, because there's a total of 25 characters, plus, you know, times 3 different modes you're playing with, it makes a total of 75 videos, and that's a lot of videos, but you know what? I shouldn't be making that much of an excuse for it because I'm used to making a lot of videos. I don't know what. I just wasn't in the mood back then to do it. I guess you could say pretty much after when I played those event matches, you know, they threw me off. Because if you remember I played the event matches, I told you I was never going to do the event matches ever again. I'm still never going to play those event matches ever because I hate those matches. I literally am never going to play those ever again. And probably because I was just so upset and probably just so thrown off at how hard the events were. Maybe that's what maybe made me decide not to do Classic Adventure Mode, because I was just threw off by it. I mean, I don't know what I was thinking back then, but it doesn't matter. So as I said, in my last videos I made yesterday, I completed Classic Mode with every single character. I did a few characters the day before, the previous day before yesterday, and then I did some the day before yesterday, and then I finished up with every single character just yesterday. And now that I'm done taking care of Classic Mode with every single character, like I said, I've already completed All-Star Mode with everybody, and then just yesterday I finished Classic Mode with everybody, and now it's time for me to do Adventure Mode. Now, Adventure Mode is pretty fun. I really like Adventure Mode, you know, I mean, all three modes, you know, Classic, Adventure, and All-Star Mode, they're all fun to play in Smash Bros. Melee, but Adventure Mode's pretty unique because you're going through different worlds of the characters. You know, because there's different franchise characters, you know, you got Mario characters, Donkey Kong character, well, even though he's only just one character, but a Metroid character, and then Legend of Zelda character, so it goes to, like, different stages of, like, where the characters come from, which is pretty cool, you know. It would have been great if they could have put that in future games as well, but they decided to just do that for Melee, but it's okay, though, it's not a big deal. But it's pretty awesome, I really like it. Such a, like, it's like going on a real adventure, you know, because, I mean, that hence just the name Adventure Mode, I guess. So that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to do Adventure Mode. I don't know how many characters I'll do today. I probably may not finish this all in one day because there's a total of 25 characters, so we'll see. I like to hope that I can, but considering since it's already about 5-something, I checked the time before, and it's like 5:11, and in about an hour I'm going to check to see if America's Funniest Home Videos is coming on at 6, and, you know, I'm probably going to watch it. Even though I don't watch it as much or like it as much compared to watching WWE Friday Night SmackDown when they announced it was coming to Fox in 2019, but I'll still watch it. Maybe my parents might watch it with me too, and then an hour later maybe I'll continue back where I left off when it gets to 7, but the sun will go down by then and it's going to get dark, and then, you know, it's going to hint that, you know, it's going to be pretty much close time to my bed pretty soon because, you know, I still have college and work tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be the last week before we have spring break next week, so starting tomorrow will be the final week of college and work before we get a week off for spring break, and then we get back, you know, after next week, you know what I'm saying? So, I'm definitely going to enjoy spring break while I can, and plus I'll definitely be sure to make plenty of videos during spring break, so stay tuned for that, because I'm going to definitely have a lot of time, so you'll see by then. But anyway, let's go ahead and press start. I think I've spoken long enough, you already know what I'm doing, so let's do it. Adventure Mode, battle through various stages. Heck yeah. And here we gotta choose our character. Of course, the same as usual, 5 stocks, very easy. Once again, I can't do anything on easy, normal, hard, or very hard, especially on hard or very hard. It's too much for me. I want to have fun and enjoy this. I mean, I could do it on easy and I could do it on normal, since I don't think they should be that much of a problem compared to hard and very hard, but like I mentioned in one of my previous videos, when I did easy mode with Kirby for both classic and adventure mode, it was kind of stressful. It was pretty stressful when I did it with Kirby on both, for easy on both adventure and classic mode. It was a stress because, I mean, it was still easy, but it was kind of getting a little bit more difficult, meaning it was getting a little bit stressful, you know what I mean? Because they were starting to get a little bit bullcrap. The AI was starting to, like, avoid me killing them, so it took me long to finish matches. Normal mode shouldn't be that much of a big deal either, but it's still probably going to give me just the crap, so I don't want to deal with it. I want to keep it on very easy to where I can have fun and enjoy this game. Now, before I do get started and show you which character I'm going to play with first, I'll be right back. I'm going to go take a drink. Okay, I'm back, so, yeah, took me a couple minutes because I was checking on my cats at the same time because, you know, gotta make sure they're doing okay, right? But anyway, I'm back, so now let's get to it. So, if you hadn't seen my classic mode playthrough with all the characters, for example, my first one I did with Mario, then you probably don't know what character order I'm going to do this in, because it's going to be different compared to the character order I decided to do in All-Star mode and also in Classic mode. So, I'm going to do it rather differently. It's going to be very different compared to any character order you've probably seen from any of my previous videos where I did Classic and All-Star mode with all the characters, all 25 characters in the roster. So, I'm pretty much just probably going to just select whoever character I feel like playing as next. So, for example, like if I decide I want to play as Mario first, and then for the next video I'll probably pick Link, and then for the third one maybe pick Marth. I'm just going to pick with just whatever character I feel like doing next. I mean, who knows, maybe it'll be almost like in the same order as I did in Classic mode, but just switch it up a little bit. I don't know. I have no idea if I will or not. I'm probably going to maybe either keep it the same, or maybe I'll just pick whatever character I feel like playing as next. I don't know. I honestly would probably love to pick whatever character I feel like playing as next, but then, even though I do have YouTube videos, and it would help for me to be able to know, like, you know, it'll help me to be able to, if I just look back at my videos, it'll help me know which characters I've already played as and which ones I haven't, but then again, it still would probably be a little bit too much to keep up with, if you ask me, if I just kept it in that order, if I just decided to just pick whatever character I feel like playing as next, you know, like I said, play as Mario first, and then go to Link, and then Marth, and then Captain Falcon, Ganondorf, and all that. It just gets confusing, you know what I mean? Because then most of you guys probably wouldn't even know which characters I've already done and whatnot. So, that's what I was originally going to do, and I think I mentioned that in my Classic mode playthrough of Mario, but I changed my mind. I'm going to switch it up. I'm just going to pretty much do almost in the same exact order as I did with my Classic mode playthrough, where I put them in character order. I mean, it's almost like All-Star mode as well, but except in All-Star mode, I just went straight from left to right, you know, with Dr. Mario to Ganondorf, moved down to the bottom, Falco to Young Link, and then at the very bottom, Pichu to Roy. Classic mode was similar, but except I just switch it up a bit. I started with Mario first, and then Luigi, then Dr. Mario, Bowser, Peach, Yoshi, Donkey Kong, Captain Falcon, then skipped Ganondorf, and then went to Fox, and then Falco, Ness, Ice Climbers, Kirby, Samus, and then I picked Link first, and then Zelda, and then Young Link, and then Ganondorf. Like, I pretty much keep the characters from their respective games in the right order, but I just switched it up who I wanted to be as first from the franchise. And then similar right here, I decided to use Pikachu first, and then Jigglypuff, Pichu, and then Mewtwo. And then I did Marth and Roy for Fire Emblem, and then I saved Mr. Game & Watch for last. So, I'm going to do it in a similar order as I did in Classic mode, but it's going to be a little bit different. It's almost going to be looking like the same as Classic mode, but it's going to be a little bit different, so look, I will pick Mario first to start it off, but then for my next video, I'll probably do Dr. Mario next instead of Luigi like I did in Classic mode. I'll probably do Dr. Mario next after Mario, and then Luigi, and then I'll probably pick Peach next, and then Bowser, Yoshi, Donkey Kong, Captain Falcon, and then go back down, and I do Fox, Falco, Ness, Ice Climbers, Kirby, Samus, and then do almost the same exact way as I did in my last Classic mode playthrough, do Link. But I probably might either pick Young Link next, or I might just still do the same thing in Classic mode. You know, I pick Link first, and then Zelda, Sheik, Young Link, and Ganondorf. That's how I did the order in Classic mode. But maybe I might switch it up here, so maybe when I get to them, maybe I'll do Link first, and then maybe I'll do Young Link next, and then do Zelda and Sheik, and then save Ganondorf for last, as always. And then with Pokemon, I'll probably do it similar, like in Classic mode I did Pikachu, Jigglypuff, Pichu, and Mewtwo last. But I'm probably going to switch it up. Maybe instead of Jigglypuff being next after Pikachu, I'm probably going to pick Pichu next, and then have Jigglypuff third, and then Mewtwo last. And then for the last, I'm going to keep it the same, have Marth and Roy as the last two, and then for the very last character I'll play as is Mr. Game & Watch. So it's going to be similar to Classic mode, but just a little different. I'm going to switch up the order just a little bit. So that's my plan. So anyway, enough of all that talking. I told you what I need to say, so anyway, let me go ahead and turn this fan off. Even though I love to keep this fan on because it's got some air in it. It was getting kind of hot in here earlier, even though it's not that bad outside, but I'm going to turn the fan off. So, let's go ahead and do it. So, enough screwing around. I told y'all what I said, so let's get on to it. Mario is up first. Let's do it. And pretty appropriate that we picked Mario first, because look at this. For the first stage, we're doing the Mushroom Kingdom stage. I don't know how many stages there are. I forgot the total amount of stages there are, but obviously for the first stage, as you can see, it's the Mushroom Kingdom, and it's pretty cool. Like, if you just keep it loading, you know, it'll just show you off what it looks like, you know. And I think if you press the A button, it'll just keep, you know, showing you different camera angles. That one's pretty good right there. I like that one. So if you press the A button, you can switch up the camera angles and how it will be shown. But anyway, let's get started. So here we are. And there's some Goombas in the way, let's take care of them. So obviously, because this is the Mushroom Kingdom stage, there are going to be some enemies we can attack and, you know, defeat. Oh, look at that, visible. Oh, I'm trying to grab it. So I got the invincibility star, now it can be... That's a good move right there, the side B. It can deflect projectiles as well. I made the barrel explode on me. So, pretty good. You can defeat as many enemies as you want to. I don't really need to focus on these guys, but I'd probably like to get more points, even though I don't really care about destroying all these Goombas and everything, but I'll probably just do it because, you know, I just want to do it. So I'm sure you guys would like to see me take out as many of these enemies as I can, so let me try to take out as many of these guys as I can. Oh, nice spike. So I'm doing pretty good here. Oh, I missed the invincibility star. That's alright. And then obviously when you get up to the top here where you see Toad just running, you you basically face Team Yoshis, so we gotta take care of these Yoshis. Pretty easy. It's just a team of Yoshis and, you know, we just take care of them, so no big deal at all. And there's a Pokemon here. Let me destroy... Oh, there's a little bird one, whatever. Now, here's a cool thing. If you run to the finish line and you get a 2, you see how I got 2 2s on the timer? This is actually how you can unlock Luigi. So, if you've ever seen people unlocking Luigi, what you need to do is when you play Adventure Mode, you need to score a 2 as the last number for the timer. So, like, it could be on the seconds, you know, it has to be on a second, so you have to score 2 as the last number for a second, and pretty much most of the time after you complete the stage, you're going to face Mario and Peach next. But if you score 2, you know, 2 as the last second before you hit the finish line, there will be a cutscene where Luigi actually bounces over Mario. It's kind of a weird cutscene, but it's pretty funny. I actually always like that cutscene, which you'll see it in just a minute because I scored a 2. And instead of facing Mario and Peach, you face Luigi and Peach, and then you also have to complete Adventure Mode. And then when you complete it, you face Luigi, and then you try to unlock him. So, you know, it'll give you that challenger approaching, a new foe has appeared. And then once you defeat Luigi, you can unlock him. So this is how you need to unlock Luigi. You need to score a 2 as the last digit for the second, and then defeat Luigi and Peach, and then complete Adventure Mode, and then you can fight him, and hopefully if you defeat him, you'll unlock Luigi. So that's the tip you need to do in order to unlock Luigi, ladies and gentlemen. So I just gave you a little detail on how to unlock him for those of you that probably maybe didn't know that. So anyway, we're going to see that cutscene because I scored a 2. Here it comes. Oh, I love that cutscene. And obviously because we're the real Mario skit, we're wearing his blue and red, his normal attire. Obviously that's why that Mario has the Wario skit on, because we're the real Mario. We're pretty much basically the real Mario because we're wearing his normal skit, you know. Wow, Luigi. Froze him. Give me that star. Ooh, I exploded him, but it didn't kill him. Home run! Get out of here. So it's really, really cool. I don't really care about it. Like, once I defeated Luigi most of the time, and obviously you get some extra points for a Luigi KO too, that's pretty cool. Most of the time, you know, after I unlocked Luigi, I didn't really focus on trying to score the second at number 2 anymore, because, you know, it doesn't really matter if you face Mario, Peach, or Luigi or Peach, but... So for most of my playthroughs, when I get through with the other characters later on, you're probably not going to see me score the 2 too much to try to face Luigi and Peach, but Maybe I'll do it a couple more times, maybe for some more characters. I don't know. I'm not really going to try to focus on it too much, so most of the time, whenever I do it with other characters later on, you're just going to mostly see me do it with, you're just going to mostly see me face Peach and Mario and not Luigi and Peach, but who knows, maybe I might decide to do it some more in my later playthroughs, but you'll just have to see. But it's okay if I don't, though, because like I said, it's not a big deal. I don't need to keep showcasing me, you know, getting Luigi and Peach instead of Mario and Peach. But anyway, this one's the next stage. Obviously, we gotta take care of the double Donkey Kongs. And I kind of posed a little bit too early there. So obviously the Donkey Kongs are kind of miniature. They're not really giant size like they usually are. And they're pretty easy to take care of, especially when you have it on very easy. So as you saw, I took care of them pretty easily there. You could actually just do your up smash and you could just take care of them pretty easily like that. So yeah, that's the second stage. Pretty cool stuff. Now, once you defeat the 2 Donkey Kongs, you're going to face Donkey Kong, the real Donkey Kong, once again. And this time you face him in giant form. Oh, wow, you can grab him. And yep, pretty easy to take care of as well. And then once you defeat giant Donkey Kong, then you move on to the next stage. Which is stage 3, which is the underground maze. And obviously, whenever you see the press start, you can see the little logo right there, so that lets you know where this is from. This is the Legend of Zelda stage. First one was the Mushroom Kingdom, which was from Mario. Second one was Kong, whatever it was called again, I didn't really pay attention, but it was Donkey Kong. Third one, which we're about to get to here, is the Underground Maze, which is from the Legend of Zelda. This is probably one of my favorite stages to go through whenever I do this. I don't really have a favorite stage to go through in Adventure Mode, but this one's probably one of my favorite ones, probably the Underground Maze of Legend of Zelda. It's pretty fun. I love it. And obviously that's where we enter. We can't go back in there. Now, as you're progressing, you will see these monsters that'll be coming through, and obviously that guy right there, I forgot what he's called, but he looks like a zombie almost, and he'll just, you know, grab a hold of you, and you could take him out like that. Oh, you can pick him up. Cool, I didn't. Wow, you can actually pick these guys up, too. That's pretty cool. So you can defeat these guys if you want to. You will get some extra points for KOing these guys, but it doesn't really matter. But you will bump into these enemies when you progress, so you'll see what happens. Oh, give me that mushroom. Now I'm big. Now what you need to do is, you will keep going through stages, and what you need to do is you need to find the Triforce of Wisdom. When you find the Triforce of Wisdom in one of these little stages, whatever, you'll progress to the next stage. But obviously, if you run into a Master Sword like this, then you'll face a Link. So there's multiple of these Master Swords scattered around here, and obviously, as I said, if you pick it up, you're gonna face Link. So what you need to do is you just need to keep going around until you find the Triforce of Wisdom. And there was another enemy, as you saw there, appeared when we defeated that Link. Obviously I wasn't gonna make it. Now I don't know what this thing's called, but obviously it'll suck you inside if you fall in the hole, and it'll just swallow you and take you a little bit of damage. Oh, it gave me an invincibility star, wow. And there's another Master Sword. I mean, you don't really have to go in here if you don't really want to face the Links, and you just want to go ahead and get to the next stage and just face Zelda. Because once you complete this stage and you get the Triforce, you'll face Zelda for the next fight. But anyway, I'm just probably gonna go after all the Master Swords. Probably, I don't really have to, but I've done it before. I'll probably just take the risk and go after all the Master Swords, and then go after the Triforce of Wisdom to defeat Zelda. Now, also, you have a timer as well. I got 5 minutes left, so there it is. That's the Triforce of Wisdom. So I can just go in there right now and it'll be over. But I'm gonna go after all the rest of the Links first before I progress to the next stage. And this is the third enemy you'll find in these mazes as well. It's these little purple creatures, whatever. They shoot pellets, whatever, out of their noses or nostrils, whatever they are. So, you see, he was shooting nostrils. But, yeah. These guys are not that much of a big deal, though. All those enemies that I bumped into, you don't really need to worry too much about them, but if you just want to defeat them, you can. It seems like you can instantly kill them if you throw them, I guess. That's pretty cool you can pick them up. I never really done that before. I think maybe I did, but I just don't remember picking them up, honestly. But anyway, there goes another Link. Like I said, I don't have to go after all these Links if I don't want to, but I want to. Come here. Yeah, I know you want me. When they do that animation, they're trying to come after you, so you gotta be careful. Oh god, I forgot about that thing. That thing comes down when you're trying to get forward, so you have to avoid that thing as well, because it'll come down. Yeah. Like I said, it'll grab you, and it'll growl, and then it'll just try to suck your life, you know what I mean? So you gotta watch out for these things. They don't do a lot of damage, but you still would want to watch out for them. But anyway, that's the Triforce, so I'm not gonna get there just yet. I could go ahead and end it, but as I said, I want to beat all the links first, so let me go ahead and target all the links before I progress to the next stage. And I'll take out as many of these enemies as I can as well. Come on. What you gonna do, buddy? Oh, shoot. So yeah, if you don't quickly KO the guy while he's already down, he'll just get back right up, you know, so it doesn't really count as a KO, honestly. I'm kind of just tearing up everybody in here, honestly. I'm just taking out all these enemies. It would be more sense if I was to do it with Link, though, but whatever. Get out of here. It really would make a heck of a lot of sense if I was to do this with Link, but it's alright. But anyway, I'll get to Link later on anyway, so what's the big deal? But anyway, that's the real Link right there, too. He's just in green. That's the real Link. And there he goes. He's defeated. I think that was the last one, too. I think that's the last Link, so now that everybody's taken care of, I can now get to the the Triforce of Wisdom and just go ahead and end it. Oh my god, he grabbed me for a minute. So yeah, these things are pretty quick. Well, they're not really quick, but when they see you in front of them, they'll just try to run up to you and they'll grab you. So, you know, they do that little zombie walk thing where they have their... Oh my god, that was a pellet. Yeah, get out of here. Pretty sure there's another one. So these things apparently respawn as well, because I'm pretty sure I already took care of those guys earlier, but they respawn. Oh, look at that. Oh, come on, I want to take him out. And because I'm a giant, obviously they'll get KO'd a lot more faster, too. Oh, look at that, I got a hammer already. I thought I took out all the links already, but I guess apparently I haven't yet. And I'm a giant and I had a hammer and invincibility. I'm completely invincible. So apparently I thought those were the same enemies I already KO'd earlier, but now I already took care of them. So never mind, that was not everybody. Now that's everybody. So everybody's gone. I keep getting so many Mega Mushrooms as well. I noticed that. I keep getting so many Mega Mushrooms. So this is the Triforce, as I said, so now we can progress to the next stage. I didn't really have to do all that to take out all the enemies and all the links, but I decided I wanted to do it because, you know, why the heck not? Okay, so they're called Red Deads, Like, and Octorok. Link Master. Obviously, I got that for taking out all the links, so that's why they calls me a Link Master. So, there we go. Now we can progress to the next stage. And as I said, we'll take on Zelda. And Sheik. Because it's really two characters in one, even though your main character is Zelda, but as I said, when she presses down B, you can transform into Sheik, so it's really technically two characters in one, Zelda and Sheik. Or Zelda/Sheik, you know what I'm saying? And eventually, of course, there will be times when the AI would want to switch to Sheik when you're Zelda, so the AI will tend to switch back and forth with the character every once in a while. I'm surprised she hasn't been KO'd yet. She still has not been KO'd. Wow, I'm surprised. Now she's Sheik. Is there another Pokeball? And there we go. Throw for the win. Awesome. Zelda sure was trying to stay alive there, but apparently she lost. So now that takes care of that, I'm pretty sure we're going to go to the next stage, which is Stage 4, the Brinister, or Brinstar. This is basically the Metroid stage, so obviously this is where Samus comes from. She comes from the game Metroid, so this is one of the stages from Metroid, so which means that we're going to face Samus. You probably already guessed it before I even had to say her name, because obviously she's the only character from Metroid in this game, so who else would it be, you know what I mean? And there goes Samus. Easy peasy, money. So after you defeat her, you're still going to be on the stage, but look at what's about to happen next. Warning. And apparently the stage is falling apart, which means the building is crashing, so this place is about to crash and burn up, so obviously it's about to explode, almost like if you were to think of Clark Kent's planet, you know, where he came from the planet Krypton, where his planet was about to be destroyed, so his parents decided to save him to keep him alive, while them and the rest of the people of Krypton was about to die. And you get a certain time limit as well. As you can see, you get a time limit, so if you don't get out of here in less than seconds, you'll die. And you will legit die too, so if you don't make it out of here before the time runs out, you'll actually lose a life. So if I didn't make it up here to the top before the time ran out, I would have lost a life because I get killed with the planet because, you know, you explode with it, so yeah. So anyway, we made it out of here alive, so that means we're gonna leave and the planet blow up. So like I said, because if we weren't to make it up to the top there and got out of there alive, we would have lost the stock. But I got out of there, so I'm safe. And now we move on to Stage 5, the Green Greens, which is a Kirby stage, so obviously Kirby is about to be up next for us to fight, as you can tell by the logo as well. So let's go ahead and get into it. Now this won't be the only time we'll face Kirby We're just facing him alone right now, but this won't be the only time we'll face Kirby. And I exploded myself at the same time, I hit the bomb. Like I said, that won't be the only time we'll face Kirby, so you face him alone at first, but then after you defeat him, watch what happens next. Look at that. A team of army of Kirbys approaches. And they're not just regular Kirbys, they're Kirby hats. So, you know, with Kirby, when you press B and you swallow an opponent, and then you press B, you get their power. So this is Kirby hat team, you know. Obviously, you can see they're dressed like Jigglypuff and Ness and then Ice Climbers and everything. So you have to defeat the Kirby hat team. Pretty entertaining kind of little fight, actually, just defeating all the teams of Kirbys that were wearing the hats. They're pretty easy as well, so I'm going to take care of them rather easily. And the Captain Falcon one. Now, sometimes, depending on it... Oh, yeah, there we go. Now, I don't know if you have to beat him in less than a minute or not. I don't know how you do this, but sometimes after you defeat the Team Kirby, you actually get to face Kirby again, but this time he's in giant form. And then you hear the Dreamland song playing from Super Smash Bros. 64, the first Smash Bros. Game. Which is actually a stage you can unlock in this game as well if you get lucky enough. But anyway. So, I don't know if you have to beat them I don't know if you have to beat the Kirby team in less than a minute or something in order to beat in order for you to actually face Giant Kirby. But most of the time I've actually been able to face Giant Kirby with almost everybody. So, whenever you do, as I said, whenever you defeat everybody with, I don't know, like I said, I don't know how it works on how you can go after Giant Kirby, but like sometimes, I don't know if you have to beat them in less than a minute, but most of the time when I was a kid, after I defeated the Kirby team, I just pretty much went on to the next stage, but if you're lucky enough, you can actually face Giant Kirby after you defeat the Kirby team. So we got with him, we defeated him, now the time to move on to the next stage, which is Corinra? I don't know how you pronounce that name, but obviously it's stage 6, and it's obviously the Star Fox stage. So, we're about to meet up with Fox. Here we go. Now, even though this is only the first fight with just us confronting Fox, this won't actually be the only time we'll probably face him, too. Or it might be, I don't know. It depends on it, because you'll see what happens next after we defeat him, which we just took care of him there. So, that's not the only fight we'll get on this stage. Either for the next fights, after we took care of Fox, either for the next fight we're about to do on the same stage, we're either going to face him again, but he's going to dress up in red, or we'll face Falco, which he'll also be dressed up in red. So we're about to either face Fox again, or Falco, depending on the cutscene, because there's a cutscene that comes along before you fight him. And you'll be able to tell as well, because Fox or Falco will be speaking along with the rabbit guy and the frog, whatever his name is. So you'll see. So which one will it be, Fox or Falco?
I found our prey.
Fox.
Stay clear. Get ready, everybody.
You already know it because you saw Falco was speaking, so therefore we're facing Fox. Unless if it was Fox right there speaking, then we'd be facing Falco. Now, if you don't have Falco as an unlockable character, you'll always face Fox. So, it usually only works when you have him unlocked. So, like I said, if you didn't unlock, if you don't have, sorry, I'm lost for words. I don't know why I'm having a hard time trying to speak. But if you don't have Falco unlocked, if you don't have him unlocked, then you won't be able to face him. You won't be able to face him unless you unlock him. Because like I said, you have to unlock Falco. I think you do it by completing 100 man melee, I think. And then you confront him, and then if you defeat him, you unlock him. So, if you don't have Falco as a playable character, you won't be able to face him for the second fight after you defeat Fox. You'll just always face Fox again, but he's dressed up in red, you know what I mean? But unless if you do have him unlocked, sometimes you'll get lucky enough you'll face him as the second fight after Fox. So, like I said, depends on the cutscene as well. So as you saw, Falco was speaking with the frog and the bunny, so therefore we're facing Fox again, and he's dressed up in red. So, I'll be right back. I'm gonna get a drink real quick. Alright, we're back. Sorry, I needed to get another drink. I was getting kind of thirsty, as I said, while I was playing this. But anyway, let me set this camera up real quick. Camera kind of being a little sloppy with me, but... There we go. Sorry. It's just this camera takes some time to set up sometimes. But anyway, let's continue with the fight. I made him dodge. I almost killed myself, too. I was gonna try to spike him off the stage, but that ship shot him and killed him for me. So, I guess thank you, ship. Now, that's basically what happens. You know, when you face Fox the first time, you don't have a lot of ships shooting at you, but then when you face Fox or Falco as the second fight, because you saw that, you know, Falco and the bunny and the fog, they were coming to assist you, that means they're going to be shooting at you a lot. They're trying to kill you, technically. But sometimes they'll accidentally turn their backs and they'll shoot Fox or Falco, so the ships will be shooting a lot when you face either Fox or Falco as the second fight after you defeat Fox in the first place, so... Yeah, you gotta be careful. But anyway, so, next stage. Stage 7, the Pokemon Stadium, and you can already guess who we're about to face next. Well, you'd be thinking it's just one Pokemon character, but look at this, it's an army of Pokemon, so... Most of the army is usually Pikachus, but sometimes you can see a bit of Jigglypuffs and Pichus come in. You can see there's one Jigglypuff and one Pichu, so... It's mostly just full of Pikachus, but you will get lucky you'll face Pichus as well, and Jigglypuffs, and sometimes I think even Mewtwo will appear as well. Now, the cool thing about this stage is you don't have to instantly kill them with your own punches. You can actually just grab Pokeballs and kill them, because a lot of Pokeballs will appear on the stage, and you can just use Pokemons to your advantages to kill them, so it's pretty funny and cool. I usually like to use the Pokeballs a lot, honestly. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But, anyway, that takes care of the army of Pokemons. Now to the next stage. And you can already tell what stage this is. The FZero Grand Prix, which is where Captain Falcon is from, the game FZero. So this is the FZero Grand Prix. It's quite a big racing stage, pretty cool stage. I bet this must be an actual stage you could play in the FZero games. I never played them, so I don't know how it goes. But obviously this is where Captain Falcon is from, and basically what we need to do is for this first stage we're about to get through, first thing we have to do is we have to run to the finish line. So we have a 4-minute timer as well. We only get 4 minutes to get to the finish line. So as you can see, we have to run, and you can see those cars will come up as well, and that little warning signal will warn us, and basically we have to jump out of the way, because otherwise if we get hit by the cars, it'll either push us off the stage and make us lose a stock. So anytime that warning signal comes up, you better quickly get on one of these platforms, or try to duck and cover as fast as you can, because them cars will come through, and then, you know, you get hit, and, you know, they'll, attack you. So that's kind of what makes this... It's not really that difficult, but you could say it can be somewhat difficult depending on who you are. Especially if you're playing as a character that's obviously very, very slow, you know what I mean? Because there are some pretty slow characters in here, and it takes a little bit more time to get to the finish line because they're so darn slow, you know what I mean? I think we should make it to the finish line here. Mario's not that fast, but he's fast enough, so yeah, we made it. Whenever you see that green and red little line thing at the bottom of the floor, that means that's the finish line, so we just made it, so there you have it. And apparently I'm a marathon man. And after when you get to the finish line, then you face Captain Falcon himself, which is on the Mute City stage. You can get the Big Blue. That Grand Prix stage is actually like the Big Blue stage, is basically what it is. So that's what the FZero Grand Prix stage is. It's like an alternate version of the Big Blue stage you can unlock in this game as well, which I haven't yet, but it's okay. It's not that much of a big deal for me. But anyway, we took care of Captain Falcon on the Mute City stage, so now it's time for the next stage, which is the On It stage, stage 9. Now obviously, this is the Earthbound stage, which obviously Earthbound is the game where Ness is from, and we're about to not just face one Ness, but 3 Nesses. They're pretty easy to kill, obviously if you're playing this on very easy, but... So there's a total of 3 Nesses, as you can see, so we have to KO them all. Oh, I would have wanted to do a star KO. Guess I'll just throw you up in the air one more time. Or I could have just threw you off the stage. But anyway, that takes care of the 3 Nesses, so they're done. And now, the next stage shall await us. Stage 10, the Icicle Mountain. Now, obviously, this is where the Ice Climbers are from. I think it's just basically called Ice Climber, the game. I don't know why it's called Ice Climber. Because, I mean, I guess maybe you're just mainly playing as one Ice Climber, but then you get another one. I don't know. Or maybe it's two Ice Climbers. Maybe you could just pick which one you want to play as. The blue one, Popo, or the pink one, Dan. I never played the game before. I mean, I played a demo of it on Brawl, because the good thing in Super Smash Bros. Brawl is they give you a little demo of classic games, and I played it, but obviously you can't get through the whole game, so, because it's just a demo, so, yeah. But anyway. I hit the wrong thing. That penguin just knocked me right off. I don't know if that's a penguin, but you can KO these little penguin guys when you see them. They'll do some damage if you run into them, so you gotta be careful. These things won't be the only thing that'll appear either. You hear that stomping noise? That's a bear, so the bear does a lot of damage, so you gotta be careful with him. But you can KO bears, you can KO these things. There's also icicles you can collect as well, and if you collect them, then you know you'll... If you collect those icicles, then, you know, you're gonna... You can actually, you know, freeze people with it. Well, if we just hit those little penguins and the bears with it, you know, it'll basically just stun them. It won't kill them instantly, you know, it won't freeze them. However, though, if you want to be like me, you can actually be smart and watch what I can do here. Because as soon as the stage gets faster, less than you know it, 2 armies of ice climbers will appear, and watch this. You can save the icicle for when you get up to the top when the stage starts getting faster, and it's called a freezy, by the way. You can save the freezy for when you get up there and when the ice climbers appear, and you can use it to your advantage and use it as a weapon to freeze them, and you can probably get lucky enough to instantly KO them. Or sometimes, depending if they land, they might not, but most of the time I usually KO them pretty quickly when I hit them with it, and obviously we took care of the 2 main ice climbers of their respective teams, so therefore we wanted to KO them both at the same time. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy money. And I did see there was a trophy down there. I don't know if I already got that trophy or not, but that's okay. And we're actually almost done here. This is the 11th stage. So this is stage 11, the battlefield. And this is obviously a Smash Brothers stage, as you can tell by the logo. So this is an actual Super Smash Bros. Melee stage. And basically, on the battlefield, we're going to be facing an army of brawlers, or whatever these things are called, the multi-man. I think they're called multi-man, but I don't know what they're really called, obviously, but they're basically almost like just random fighters, but basically the little men's ones that we're facing right now, they're basically like Captain Falcon or Ganondorf ripoffs. They're really Captain Falcons, because I remember that I've seen one of them taunt before, and they actually did Captain Falcon's pose, so this one is meant to be like a Captain Falcon, fighter. Because, like I said, it's a man one, and obviously you can tell by its pose, and you probably can't tell if it's Captain Falcon or Ganondorf, depending on it. I like how their faces have got the Smash Bros. Logo, but that's what it is, because, like I said, I've seen him do the pose before. It's Captain Falcon's pose, so this is a Captain Falcon one, and then those lady ones that we saw, that's either a Peach or a Zelda one. I think it's a Zelda one, I think. I'm not really sure. I can't tell if it's Peach or Zelda, but I have to believe it's Zelda. But anyway, let's take care of the last one. There we go. I don't know how many there are in total, but you just gotta take out the army, and we're still not done with the stage yet, because for the next fight, check this out. This is something I mentioned in my Classic Mode playthrough as well. Have a look at that. It's Metal Mario and Metal Luigi, the Metal Mario Brothers. So, they'll always be the second to last. So this is the second to last fight before we're about to get into the last fight before we complete this. And Metal Luigi and Metal Mario are always the second to last characters you need to fight before you get to the final boss of this adventure mode. So we took care of Metal Luigi, so now we just take care of Metal Mario, which he's done. There you go. Now, as I mentioned in one of my Classic Mode playthroughs, if you don't have Luigi unlocked as a playable character, then you won't be able to face Metal Luigi along with Metal Mario. You'll just face Metal Mario alone. But however, if you do unlock Luigi as a playable character, then you'll face both of the Metal Mario brothers alone. So you'll face them both, but you have to unlock Luigi in order to face them both. Otherwise, you're just going to face Metal Mario all the time. Like I said, it's pretty easy to unlock Luigi, so less than you know, you'll unlock him pretty quickly, and then for the remaining characters you'll play with, you'll just face both of the Mario brothers as Metal form. So Metal Bros, as they call it here, but I like to call them the Metal Mario brothers. Anyway, so that was the second to last fight. Now this one is the final fight, which is also stage 12, the final destination, and obviously based off the name, you know it's going to be the final fight, so final destination is stage 12, and the final fight, and the boss character we're about to face for the final boss is Giant Bowser. So, Giant Bowser. Now, we're gonna beat him, but here's a little tip real quick. So, if you play this on a much more harder difficulty, I think you have to play this on hard or something like that. But if you play this on a difficult level, he'll actually be black. So, you know, this is his usual skin, but he does have alternate colored skins where, you know, he's black, and obviously if you play it on hard, he'll actually be black instead of his normal skin. Which is also a good thing, because what happens is, if you play this on hard or very hard, and if you defeat Giant Bowser here, this is the final boss fight, so we're gonna beat him, and this will be it. But if you play this, however, on hard or very hard difficulty, then what happens is, you think that it's done when you defeat Giant Bowser, but a cutscene will happen to where you're celebrating and posing, but, however, his trophy, he turns into a trophy when he gets KO'd and falls off the stage, but he comes back on stage, and he turns into Giga Bowser, which is a character you can fight if you only play it on hard or very hard. So he'll come back as Giga Bowser, and then you beat him, and then you defeat Bowser for good, and then, you know, you complete the game. So it's pretty cool. If you decide to play this on hard or very hard, you can face Giga Bowser, but obviously I'm not going to play this on anything harder than hard and very hard, so I'm not going to face Giga Bowser with any character, but that's okay, though. So let's just defeat Bowser and get this out of the way. Ooh, don't get that. This'll KO him. There we go. He's done. Giant Bowser's taken care of, and now that we've taken out him, and because I'm not playing this on a hard or very hard difficulty level, this means that adventure mode is complete, and therefore we will now get the Mario trophy, the adventure mode Mario trophy, as a reward for completing adventure mode with him. Let's see the cutscene of Bowser's defeat. There you go. And there's a victory pose. Obviously, when you play melee stages and, you know, you do fights, these are one of Mario's 3 poses he does when he wins. Every character does one of their poses when you beat them and defeat Bowser, and then, you know, it cuts to this where you get the trophy, and there it is, the Adventure Mode Mario trophy. Pretty cool. He's using his cape move. And then, of course, just like every game, you do some shooting for, just like at every time when you complete it, you do some shooting for a little bit before you get to the main congratulations screen. So in a little bit, we're gonna get the congratulations screen for Mario. In adventure mode, because obviously, whenever you play adventure mode, classic mode, or all-star mode with Mario and every other character, they're always different. They're not the same exact ones. So, if you remember seeing Mario's classic mode congratulations screen, it's not the same for adventure mode or all-star mode. They're all different. But, it's okay. So after we get done shooting, it'll load for the congratulations screen, and we'll see Mario's congratulations screen for adventure mode. Super Mario Bros. 3 song playing in the background, if you haven't already noticed that. This song always tends to play as the background music for Mario when you complete the classic adventure mode or all-star mode playthrough of Mario. This will always be the song that'll play when you clear this with Mario. Ooh, I almost missed that one. I almost nearly missed that one. Anyway, we got 138 hits, and here comes Mario's congratulations screen. Congratulations! It's a funny one. I actually like this one. I like how the congratulation logo, it's like Dizzy, as you can see, it's like Dizzy almost. And basically, even though Mario, in this basically what happened is Mario is actually stunned. So when you have a bubble, you know, when you have a shield bubble, when you press left or R, if you keep it frozen for too long, if you keep it holding still, it'll shrink, and then it'll explode on you, and then basically, you know, you'll be dizzy, and you have to wait a few seconds before you'll fight again, and this is basically what happened to Mario, and then Peach is doing her pose. So it's like if Peach is like giving her a pose, or maybe it's like maybe she got done kissing him or something, and Mario's just frozen and stiff because, you know, I guess, I don't know, he's shocked that Peach is doing this, or maybe he just got shocked because maybe Peach might have kissed him, I don't know. Because we know every once in a while Mario does get a kiss from Peach every once in a while, you know, so, yeah. But anyway, on to the next thing. Well, actually, no, not onto the next thing. But anyway, that's Mario's congratulations screen for Adventure Mode. And now, let's head back to the menu. Yep, sirree. Alright, you guys, so that concludes today's video as we complete a Adventure Mode with Mario. So stay tuned for the next video. As for the next character, we're going to do Dr. Mario next. But until then, I'm going to end it off right here, yo. So, that'll be it for today, guys. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Dislike to give it a thumbs down. Join me next time for the next video. To all you boys, men, and gals out there, boom, fist bumps go to all of you. And to all the girls, lazy women out there, mwah, kisses go out to all of you. But until then, this is Joe Flash signing off, and have a good day.